Good day everyone, and I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Welcome to Film Famous. In today's video, we are going to discuss some of the cast members of My £600 Life who got upset with Dr. Now. Without wasting much time, let's get into the content, guys. Stephen John Asante. Anyone who followed up with the show on TLC in regard to My £600 Life would know Stephen for his wayward character and attitude he portrayed during his episode. Long before Stephen appeared on the show, Stephen was already known in the spotlight. He caught the attention of the viewers as a guest back in 2007 on Dr. Phil's House of Hatred, and also on YouTube, where he posted several videos of him either dancing, applying makeup, or just talking. Stephen's episode aired in the Season 5, Episode 13 of My £600 Life in 2017 with his brother Justin. Stephen is currently 39 years old, born on December 2nd, 1981. He is from Providence in Rhode Island. Stephen weighed close to 800 pounds at the time he was featured on the show, and he is notably one of the biggest persons to appear on the show. His brother Justin, who was also on the same journey with him, weighed almost 600 pounds. It was revealed by Stephen while they were growing up their mother was an alcoholic and their father tolerated it till he turned 11 and his brother was 5 and his parents separated. The rest of their childhood, their father was absent because their mother never allowed him to see them. According to Justin, who explained on the show, Stephen was very greedy, and every time there was food around, before I could eat it, he would have already gobbled it down. And Stephen says, food was my comfort through good and bad situations. He admitted, as their childhood days went on, they were abused by their mother's new boyfriend. As the show went on, almost everyone was off by the attitude of Stephen. If he wasn't showing tantrums, he would be abusive to his brother and try to manipulate his father, who kept enabling him. Justin claims he can't stand to be around his brother after many years he was abused by Stephen. Viewers found out Stephen also has an addiction to painkillers, and he always found a way to get them. As we all know, Dr. Now isn't someone who you expect to bend to your will. Dr. Now and Stephen have always gone back and forth ever since they both met. After a year and 2 months since Stephen started his journey with his constant bickering, Dr. Now puts everything to a stop. Stephen calls 911 from his home after avoiding an appointment with Dr. Now a few days ago, telling them he was in pain and needs to be in the hospital. Dr. Now intercepts him, even before he was taken out of the ambulance and admitted into the hospital. Dr. Now states Stephen thinks it's all a game and tried to manipulate the system. Stephen, you are not going to be alive much longer the way you live. You want us to write you off as hopeless, and we will. There is no hope for you. We are going to cancel out your insurance and you're going to be on your own. But Stephen doesn't look bothered at all with the things Dr. Now was telling him. Rather, he asked Dr. Now to allow him to check his weight, ignoring everything else. Now, this got me quite worked up, I won't lie. Stephen began to tell all the staff the ambulance isn't authorized to take him anywhere, claiming he would call the news and tell the world how they threaten him. But Dr. Now wasn't having any more of his nonsense and tells him, "Do you want to go to jail? If you want jail, I will send you to jail." This clearly shows how Stephen isn't even trying to help himself, and he is making other people uncomfortable and angry. As Dr. Now walks out, he tells him if he wants to help himself and stay alive, he should stop his questionable behavior. Schenee Murray Hawkins. Another cast we will be looking at is Schenee Murray Hawkins. Schenee was 27 years old when she made her appearance on Season 6, Episode 13 of the show. She is an only child of her parents. At the age of 5, she stayed with her uncle. She was molested by her cousin. In an interview with TLC, Schenee stated, "I started sneaking in food right after the incident. Food made me feel better. It made me happy. So then I started putting on weight, and when I wasn't, I was about 130 pounds.
I was molested by my cousin. I didn't know as a child what was going on. All I remember is my mom had took me to the doctor because I couldn't use the bathroom. It was hurting really bad, and that's when she found out.
Back in elementary school, Shenee's teacher threw away her lunch because she was too far in an attempt to help her. But that act made everything much worse. It felt very humiliating, and that made me want to eat more, Schenee said. By the time Schenee was 11, she weighed over 160 pounds and was constantly being picked on and bullied for being heavy. Later on, Schenee graduated high school, but at that time she weighed over 300 pounds, and due to her weight, Schenee got afflicted with a bacteria infection called cellulitis, which affected her legs and restricted her movements. This infection made things worse for Schenee, as she added another 100 pounds at the age of 20. This adds up to 430 pounds. Schenee told TLC crew members that at the time she was 23, she was raped by one of her cousin's acquaintances. Honestly, I personally cannot imagine how a person could go through that. According to her, Schenee went crazy after the second incident. This made her turn to food once more and began overeating. Schenee believed that if she was big enough, it would protect her from such a devil walking on earth in human skin. When Schenee was over 500 pounds, she met Freddie, whom she fell in love with and got married to. Schenee confessed that she felt she had become a burden to her family and decided to seek help from Dr. Now. On her first appearance on the show, Shenee's weight was about 712 pounds. It was revealed that Freddie was her caregiver. He sponge bathed her on the bed, powdered her and clothed her. When Schenee appeared on the show, she was one of the heaviest ever to be featured on My 600 Pound Life. It was also revealed that her BMI of 133 was 5 times that of an average healthy person, which is in between the range of 18.5 and 24.9. After appearing, Schenee started to ignore the help and diet Dr. Now put in place for her. She missed her first appointment with him and failed to meet the weight target Dr. Now gave her. Dr. Now confronted her, saying, "I need to see action. I need to see you commit to the program and lose weight like you're supposed to. There's no excuse to lack progress. Right now, the ball is in your court to make changes to your eating habits, and you haven't done that." Dr. Now concluded, saying, "We have given you all the help and resources you need, and you haven't lost a single pound on your own." Later on Shenee's episode, Dr. Now carries an empty box of pizza into Shenee's room at the hospital, showing it to her. Freddie. That was the first thing she mentioned next, immediately revealing that she was lying, and Dr. Now did not have any of it and called her out on it. Dr. Now tells her the staff at the hospital see her eating pizzas and burgers, and she doesn't throw it in her own trash, but in others. Freddie tried to defend Schenee, claiming he was the one who ate the pizza, but Dr. Now kept him quiet. "You both need to stop lying. You come here to have weight loss surgery, and you haven't lost any weight in 4 months. Why? Dr. Now questions her. She goes on to claim she has water weight, and Dr. Now was pissing her off. "We're pissing you off? We're working in between and giving you all the tools to lose weight, and you're telling me all these lies. You know you're not doing what you need. You miss all your psychotherapy appointments, and then you come here pretending there is a serious issue to avoid facing the fact that you gained, because you know you're overeating, but for some reason you think that if you hold to your lie, then all these issues just magically go away and you lose weight. So there is really nothing we can do if you don't change your eating habit." Schenee began to cry and scream at her husband, "Send me back home." But her husband speaks up, begging Dr. Now not to give up on her just yet. And they settle with an agreement to work on it. Dr. Now shakes Schenee and leaves the room. Well folks, that will be all on today's video. If you're on the channel, I do hope you enjoy it, and if you did, be sure to drop a massive like down below and tell me your thoughts. Let us know who you think might be the most upset cast on the comment section below. You can turn on the notification bell to get instant access to our latest content. Have a good one, guys.